Welcome to the Great Life series. I'm your host, Carol Celine. This series is based on the book, The Great Life Makeover, by Dr. Daniel Monti and Dr. Anthony Bazan. Their Great Life program is offered at the Myrna Brin Center for Integrative Medicine at Thomas Jefferson University Hospital in Philadelphia. In these reports, you'll learn that middlescence, those years between 40 and 60, don't have to be the beginning of a downhill slide. Just the opposite. This can be a great time to embark on a great life. If there's one thing that connects your health, your sense of well-being, your mood, even your sex life, believe it or not, it's fitness. Exercise is the key to good health. All right, you already know that. But you never have enough time to get to the gym. In this Great Life report, we're going to give you a simple workout of basics that you can do at home. With me is exercise physiologist Luke Scheckman. He's a very popular personal trainer in Philadelphia. He works with all of our patients here at the Myrna Brin Center. So, I'm ready to get fit. What are we going to start with?
Well, the first element we're going to utilize is strength and toning. And I see that you already have your weights. So what I want to start you with is just a normal squat. It's the bread and butter of working out. So I want you to spread your feet to about a shoulder width stance.
Okay.
Very good. Posture is of the utmost importance. So I want you to roll your shoulders back. And as you lower yourself to 90 degrees, you want to rotate your hips forward and stick.
Wait, butt out?
Yep, butt out.
This?
You got it. Head is up. And then as we come up, we exhale. Take a second. And then we're
take the breath on the way down.
Well, you want to take a breath on the way down. And you want to exhale through the hard part on the way up. And this is a great exercise. It's weight bearing. We're utilizing a lot of different joints.
Do you need to have the weights in your hand, or is that just going to give it a little extra oomph?
Well, since you're advanced, we put them in your hands. But no, if you had to start off just with body weight, that's fine. I usually like to have my hands forward as I go back.
Oh, that would be more.
Well, especially with
much harder. Wow.
Yeah. And we're utilizing a lot of big, important muscle groups with this exercise.
Okay. Next.
Now, for your arms, everyone likes nice toned arms. So what I want you to do, you already got the weights.
Yep.
We're going to face forward.
Okay.
You want to pin those elbows to your sides.
Okay.
And we're just going to do a simple bicep curl.
Okay.
You're going to bring it up past 90 degrees. Nope, that's too far. About right there.
Okay.
And then right back down.
All
When you
right.
come up too far, gravity takes over and it tends to get a little bit easier. And we don't want to do that.
So you want to resist it.
Exactly.
Yeah, let me
Past
see.
90 and
So if I
down.
go like this, oh yeah, it's much easier.
You see?
Okay.
And it's easier to use momentum too. This way you're doing it nice and controlled and you're working the muscle groups.
And the speed, is this a good speed?
If you need a rule, it should be 2 seconds on the way up, 3 seconds on the way down.
Okay,
But once
so
you do that for a little while, you get used to it.
1, 2, 3.
Exactly.
Okay.
Another good thing to do is to turn them to a hammer grip, just like that.
Okay.
And you're bringing it up in the same way.
Only this far again?
Exactly.
Okay.
And that way you're going to get a nice complete look to your arm because by changing your wrist position, you isolate different muscles.
And elbows tight?
Always.
Okay.
Whenever you're using your arms, elbows pinned to the side. That's how we isolate the muscles that we're trying to work.
Side. All right.
It's very good.
Any others? Lifts or anything?
You could put them down by your sides as long as it's not too heavy. And what you can do is you can bring them up to a horizontal position for your shoulders.
This?
Exactly. Let's move them back just a little bit.
Here?
You want to get the shoulders back. Exactly. Posture
Oh,
first.
you know what? That feels very different.
Yeah, it opens you up a little bit more, right?
I don't usually do it like that. That's good.
Up to horizontal, and the same rules apply. 2 seconds on the way up, 3 on the way down.
And you know, when you put your shoulders back, you feel it in your back. Whereas
Well,
this way you feel it more here, but this way you feel it more in your whole back.
Everything we're doing is geared towards better posture.
Yeah.
When you stand up straighter, you look taller, you look better, and you feel
I'd
better
like to
too.
look taller, but that never seems to happen.
Well, there's only so much I can do for that. But yeah.
And do we want to do
And
anything?
exactly, we can bring it up to the front.
Okay.
That's for the anterior portion. That's for the front.
Okay.
And once again, make sure the shoulders are back, the stomach is in. It's a nice thing. It's a nice little checkpoint before you start your exercise. Belly button comes in, roll the shoulders back, and it really works with every single exercise you do.
Now we're going to do some stretches, which are very, very critical, particularly as you get older, because you get a tendency to really tighten up. You can stretch alone or with a partner. So we'll start with a partner since Luke is here. Where do you want me?
I want you on your back.
On my back, okay.
Flexibility is of the utmost importance for comfort and posture. I'm going to start you off with just a normal hamstring stretch with you laying flat. I'm going to support your leg above the knee, and I'm just going to bring it back, not all the way because I don't want to hurt you, but just until we feel a nice tight pull across the length of the bottom of your thigh.
You're there.
Okay. We want to sit here, we want to hold for at least 20 seconds. That's important.
I can really feel this.
And then we're going to bring it back.
Should I be feeling this?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. Whoa.
And it's very important your posture. It all connects for your back, for your neck. Now I want you to sit up.
Okay.
And what I want to do now,
Be here?
I want to, yes, please. I want to stretch out your pecs. So I want you to lace your fingers behind your head.
Okay.
Just like that. I'm going to lightly grasp your elbows. My knee is in your back. Hopefully it doesn't hurt. And I'm just going to pull back slightly.
Well, you better do these with somebody you can trust.
Yeah, really. That's probably a pretty important element.
Now, if I were teaching someone to help me, they press toward me with their knee and pull my arms away?
It's a combination of both. I'm actually pretty much just bracing you with my knee, and my hands are doing most of the pulling.
And it's the same 20 seconds?
You got it.
This feels really good.
And this helps. It brings your shoulders back.
Yeah.
And great.
It's funny. I wouldn't think I would have liked that, but I did. Well, okay, now what can I do on my own?
Well,
without a partner.
The same stretches. What you need to do in your own home for the pec stretch is you need to find a corner. We all have them. And you want to put your hand pretty much parallel to your chest.
Okay.
And then you want to dip your body in just like that until you feel that same stretch.
Oh,
so you want to twist your body a little bit, and you just want to open up. Go ahead.
Okay. So here, where's this arm go?
On your waist, wherever it's comfortable.
Like
this? And you rotate in.
Oh, it's like, hi there.
Exactly.
Just like that?
And these stretches are good. There is no
interesting.
There is no substitute for having a partner. But, you know, sometimes you have to make do alone.
I can feel this. Okay.
And for the hamstrings, what I would want you to do, you find a chair or a bench or whatever, and you would lay one leg out. We're going to do this one leg at a time, just like we did on the ground.
Okay.
You're going to suck your stomach in. You're going to bring your shoulders back, hands on the hips, and then you're just going to lean forward, keeping your eyes and your chin up. And you'd be surprised. You feel this stretch pretty quickly. And once again, you hold for 20 seconds. It's a little bit shorter, but I want you to try.
All right. Sit here. One leg out.
One leg is out on your heel. I forgot to say that. Now remember, hands on the hips. Bring the shoulders back. Keep your head up nice and high. And then lean forward. You want to keep this relatively straight. It doesn't have to be locked. Doesn't have to be locked.
Short people stretch here.
Can you feel it in the back of your leg yet?
In this leg?
Mm-hmm. Keep coming if you need to.
Oh, now I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's different for different people.
Now, I've done this also like on a table where you lift your leg and stretch.
You can do that too.
For instance, if this were right here, like doing something like this.
But not everybody can do that.
Okay, but you can. But this gives you the same stretch, right?
Oh yes, yeah.
And do you bend this knee or keep it straight if you're doing it this way?
You keep it straight.
Okay.
This one should be slightly bent, just a little bit, just like that. You never really want to lock out a joint.
Okay. All right, so we've done toning and strength, and we've done some stretching, but we haven't done any balance, which I know is essential.
It's very important, yes. What I want to do, I want to start you off on the ground.
Okay.
And I'm going to put you up into something called a front plank position.
All right.
And what you do, right off the bat, you suck that belly button in. You get your arms nice and parallel on the ground, and then you lift your own body weight, and you keep that belly button in nice and tight, and you try and pretty much tighten your body completely, muscles flexed. And what this does, it works all those muscles that stabilize your pelvic girdle and your spine, which is going to increase your balance.
Just give me a flatter stomach.
No. Diet's the only thing that gives people flatter stomachs.
All right.
But,
they're the bane of every woman. I want a flatter stomach. Okay. Get down here. Elbows here.
Elbows are parallel. Perfect. Stomach in. Let's get those hips up just a little bit. And if you're doing it right, you can really feel that torso area engage. And like I said,
I can definitely feel a whole tightness.
Well, you're doing it very well.
Middle.
This is a balance move in itself, but also it's really strengthening the muscles that help us balance throughout our daily routine.
And I should do this for, what, 20 seconds?
Well, whatever's appropriate. 20 seconds would be great.
Now, one of the things we didn't talk about is how many times you do all of these, like repetitions.
Usually I go for 3 sets of everything I'm doing. Yeah, that's pretty much...
3 sets meaning 3 sets of 10, or 3 sets just 1, 2, 3?
3 sets of 10, or 3 sets of 20 seconds, or pretty much every single exercise we do, especially for beginners, I ask them to do it 3 times. Well, you're doing it for a nice long time. I'm impressed. You can bring yourself down.
Okay, thank you.
Another way to add a balance element into exercise would be to do simple exercises that we talked about before,
right.
But instead of having both feet planted on the ground when you did your curls, you could lift one leg.
Ooh, that looks very difficult.
It makes things a little bit more difficult. Go ahead, give it a try.
All right, let me see. I don't know about this one. So one leg up. Oh my gosh.
It really steps it up.
Oh.
But it's important when you do things like this.
This is hard. Ooh. So anyway, you can see how... and I thought my balance was pretty good.
It is pretty good. But when you do things like this, you're less likely to have those mistakes during your workday.
Oh. Now, how many, when you're doing that, how many revolutions and, I mean...
Well, there's a couple different things you can do. We try and keep exercises symmetrical. So if this was the day that you were adding balance into your routine, maybe you would do 4 sets, or maybe you'd cut the reps down by a couple.
Again, 4 sets of 10?
Well, no, like I said, we can cut the reps down by a couple since we're adding an extra set. But yeah, you want to do both sides.
2, 3. All right, well, this will bore everyone to death. But I'm going to be working on that one. Now, the one thing we didn't talk about is cardio, which you obviously can't do at home, but I assume that that's critical.
It's important for burning calories, shrinking fat cells, making sure that your heart and lungs work properly. Yeah, you don't have a proper fitness regime unless you have your cardiorespiratory work involved.
Okay, I'm going out to run. Meanwhile, you at home, get busy.